On a busy street where different people passed every day, stood a salon with a big signboard, Arike's Hair Palace. That salon was always full from morning till night. Women queued like they were sharing palliatives in the shop. Some came with babies tied to their backs, while some even came with a big pregnancy belly. Some ladies come with big Benz, you would know these ones are rich, while some also came with Okada under the scorching sun. Everyone wanted Arike to make their hair, as if there were no other hairdressers in town. Arike's hands were like magic. If she touched your hair, you would look at yourself in the mirror and smile like you just won a visa lottery. People used to say, Arike's hands are blessed. She is so talented. And Arike loved that kind of talk. It entered her head and she became pompous. However, Arike was not small. She was a full Yoruba lady with heavy presence. She was in her late 20s, but one would think she was close to 40. She had big confidence and backside. She always wore heavy makeup and chew gums loudly. When she laughs, the entire salon vibrates. She wore gold bangles that clinked on her wrist as she walked, making noise like coins. And when she spoke, everybody listened. Even wealthy customers and older women listened because Arike carried herself like somebody that cannot fail. And truly, she did not fail yet. Her salon was booming. Money was entering. Respect was following her like shadow. But what she didn't realize is that when success becomes too much for a person to handle, it could destroy her. Arike had apprentices who came to learn from her. Young girls that were brought to her shop by their guardians for training. Girls that look up to Arike and are thriving business like a demigod. They imagined that one day they would be great like her. They thought learning from Arike would be just braiding hair and making customers smile. They didn't know that they must be up by 5 a.m. and resume work by 6 a.m. first in Arike's house. They would sweep her house, cook for her, fetch water, and do all of her house chores before running off to the salon by 7 a.m. Arike would be in the salon waiting for them. Any girl that arrived just 1 minute late would be flogged 10 hot strokes of cane. They started cleaning and arranging the salon while Arike sat outside eating the breakfast they had prepared for her. Before the girls would finish cleaning, customers would have started trooping in large numbers. Their fingers were always in pain. Their stomachs were often empty because Arike gave them no breaks at all. But they endured. Because anytime anyone complained, Arike would insult her and call her lazy and say, in our own time, when we were learning work, we don't get tired at all. One day, Bola, one of her apprentices, came late to work. Before she could open her mouth to explain the reason for her lateness, a very hot slap landed on her cheek. And why the hell are you just coming to work by this time? Arike thundered with bloodshot eyes. Is my salon now your father's house, where you can go and come in anytime you want? Does your father even have a house? Everyone in the salon, including the customers, were shocked at what happened, but no one dared to confront Arike. One day, one of her apprentices forgot to dry a towel used for a customer. Arike made all the girls kneel under the sun. This is where all of you will be till that towel dries. If that towel does not dry, you will remain there till closing time. The girls pleaded and cried, but all their pleas fell on her deaf ears. Arike had a belt that she hung behind the curtain to serve as a warning to her apprentices not to misbehave. Customers would be doing their hair, and they would hear the sound "pa," and everywhere would go quiet. Some customers would pretend not to notice, and those that tried to talk, Arike would insult. She just did not care. To her, apprentices were not children, they were tools. Because of her wickedness towards her apprentices, the association of hairdressers in the town dissociated with her and banned her from attending their meetings. Arike still didn't care. She would tell anyone who cared to listen that they envied her because her business is doing very well. One hot sunny afternoon, a slender lady entered Arike's salon. Everyone thought she was another customer who came to make her hair. She had a word with Arike and left. By 8 a.m. the following morning, the slender lady returned to the shop. The other apprentices recognized her and were surprised to see her. Arike shouted from where she was sitting, "Why are you just coming by this time? Young lady? I will pardon you today because you are new. By tomorrow, you must resume in my house by 6 a.m. on dot." The slender lady named Joy smiled and said, "Yes, ma." The following morning, Joy arrived at work at exactly 9 a.m. The other apprentices were already whispering amongst themselves about the kind of beating she would receive. Arike was braiding a customer's hair when she spotted Joy. As Joy moved close to greet her, Arike raised her hand to slap her. To her utmost surprise, Joy held her hand and asked, "What are you about to do, ma?" Everyone was shocked. No one has ever dared to stop Arike before. Arike herself was shocked. She immediately went to get her cane to use it on Joy. As she raised the cane to flog Joy, Joy immediately collected the cane from her and shouted, "Are you normal at all? You want to flog me? Me. Hey." She grabbed Arike by her clothes and threatened to beat the hell out of her. But everyone in the salon started begging her. She said, "Look at me, Arike, or whatever you call yourself. I am not your child that you can beat anyhow. And whether you like it or not, I will learn this hairdressing work from you from start to finish, and there's nothing you can do about it." That was how Arike knew that she has accepted to train her own boss. Slowly, our other apprentices began to summon courage like Joy. They talked back at her and refused to resume work in her house by 6 a.m. Most times, they all gang up to resume work by 9 a.m. and stopped going to work on Sundays. Arike had to do all the work by herself before her apprentices resumed. The stress affected her so much that she was giving customers what I ordered versus what I got. She started begging the girls to please have mercy on her and remember the good times they have had together. The girls would laugh. "Which good time did we have together? We were your slaves, oh. Abi, you have forgotten. Na boss you be, you no be God." Her customers started leaving one after the other. One day, Arike struggled to have only one customer enter her shop, and the customer only came to buy 100 naira hair cream. News spread all over the town of her downfall, and she learnt a very bitter lesson never to treat any of her apprentices in a very bad manner. They only came to learn work from her, not to be her slaves. Thank you for watching our story. Kindly share with us what you learned in the story in our comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.